Hello friends, welcome back to Dr. Jackie's Academy. In today's lecture, I will discuss the MCQs related to the renin-angiotensin system blocker. Now, the first question is that what are the conditions in which ACE inhibitor should be avoided? Whether it is diabetic nephropathy, scleroderma crisis, bilateral renal artery stenosis, or CHF of moderate severity. So now the answer I am going to tell in the next slide. It is bilateral renal artery stenosis. Otherwise, if in these patients, if you give these ACE inhibitors or ARB, there are chances of development of renal failure. So avoid in these patients. Now, second question. What are the following should be monitored on co-administrating ACE inhibitor and spironolactone? That means if you are giving the combination of ACE inhibitor and spironolactone, what should be monitored in the blood? Sodium levels, potassium levels, calcium levels, or magnesium levels. Now, the answer is more important, is potassium level, because both drugs can increase the potassium levels because hyperkalemia. Question number third. A pregnant woman develops hypertension. Which of the following drug can be given safely to the patients? Captopril, losartan, enalapril, none of the above. Now the answer is none of the above. RAS inhibitor or ARB, they are contraindicated in pregnancy. They are teratogenic and they can produce phytopathic effects. Question number 4. A hypertension patient is suffering from the dry cough. Which of the following should be avoided for treating hypertension? Candesartan, losartan, enalapril, all the above. Which should not be given if the person is suffering from the dry cough? And the answer is enalapril, because enalapril causes the dry cough as a side effect. AT1 receptor blocker do not have this side effect. Question number 5. A hypertensive patient taking ACE inhibitor also develops osteoarthritis, and the patient is prescribed diclofenac to decrease inflammation. Which of the following is likely to happen? That means you are giving two drugs, NSAIDs and ACE inhibitors. Which of the following can happen? Marked decrease in the blood pressure, increase in the dry cough, increase in the blood pressure, or increase in the angioedema. So no, answer is that increase in the blood pressure, because NSAIDs, they block the actions of antihypertensive effects of ACE inhibitor. So the blood pressure which was normalized, it tends to increase. Sixth question. Which of the following is not a therapeutic use of ACE inhibitors or ARB? Angina pectoris, myocardial infarction, diabetic nephropathy, or cardiac arrhythmia? The answer is arrhythmia. It is not used in the arrhythmias. Question number 7. Which of the following does not need renal dose adjustment? Captopril, fosinopril, enalapril, or all the above? And the answer is fosinopril. Question number 8. Which of the following mechanism does not contribute in improving the condition of CHF in ACE treated patient? Which is not an important mechanism actually in CHF. Decrease in preload, decrease in afterload, decrease in cardiac remodeling, inhibition of overactivity of sympathetic nervous system. What do you think? Which of the mechanism is not that much important? Answer is inhibition of overactivation of sympathetic nervous system. All other mechanisms, they are important. Question number 9. Which of the following mechanism does not contribute in decreasing blood pressure in ARB treated patients? Vasodilation, decrease in heart rate, decrease in cardiac output, decrease in sodium. Which of the following mechanism is not important for reducing the hypertension? So the answer is B, decrease in the heart rate. Last question. Which of the following effect is much higher when ACE inhibitors are given in black community? Dry cough, diarrhea, angioedema, teratogenicity. And the answer is angioedema.